For the last month or so, I've been doing a little experiment to try and answer the age-old question, which is best, sell similar or relist? Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Car Boot Chris, and I'm a full-time reseller predominantly using eBay to sell on. Now then, many of us do like sell similars or relists. So after a certain period of time that you've had an item listed, you might end the item and then relist it or sell similar. And there's been a little bit of chat of late about which of those is the best thing to do. Most people end an item and then sell similar. And yeah, why not? That seems to work. It refreshes, it brings you back to top of search again, but you do lose a lot of your metrics that you've been gaining on the item. What I decided to do was to run a test over a period of 1 month. And for a number of reasons, primarily, I wanted to primarily, is that right? I wanted to try and figure out what was the best way to restart your listings, by using sell similar or by hitting relist. So what I did was I went through a period, that month period, where I literally ended all of my 1,500 items in my eBay store. I did it every morning, so that now I have nothing in my store technically that is older than 1 month, even though it is, but you know what I mean when you've relisted it. When I relisted it, I put in this queue box whether it was a relist or a sell similar, and the date so that I could track it. I then kept a little tally of everything that sold. Look at all this. Everything that sold that was either sell similar or relist. And that has given me a definitive answer about which is better. So if you want to find out, stay tuned. A couple of things to note. So I literally now have nothing in my store that is technically older on eBay than 1 month. So everything is less than 1 month listed. Now, I was expecting a bit of an uplift in sales, but really my actual 90-day sales total has pretty much stayed static. It's not been any different than when I used to end it at 4 months, because that's what I did before. I ended at 4 months and started again. So I brought it down quite considerably. But it didn't really make any difference in my 90-day totals. Another thing to note, when I sell similar or relist, I've been reducing the price a little bit as well. Small percentage, maybe 5 to 10%, just to try and sort of make it a bit fresher, try and sell things a bit quicker. And something that has happened is that my sell-through rate has improved. I was on about 0.6, 0.7, which is actually terrible. I know that. It's not great for, eBay stats. But that's improved. That's gone up now to 1.3 it was at one point. It's back to 1.2, but it was 1.3% sales conversion rate. So that did a lot better. I don't really know why. Is it because I was refreshing stuff and reducing the price? Therefore, when someone clicked on something to look at it, they're more likely to buy it. I don't know. I don't know the answers to that. But that is what has been a byproduct of this little experiment. So, 2 takeaways. A better sales conversion, but actual sales value numbers haven't really changed. So I don't know if there's value in doing the 1 month relist on everything in your store. I don't know if there's value in it. But what you really want to know now is which is better, Sell similar or relist? And I've got the answer here. So, like I said, I was keeping a little tally. One side sell, I know it's back to front probably, isn't it? I don't know actually, is it back to front? One side is sell similar, one side relist. So these are all the items that sold that I relisted that weren't new, you know, absolute brand new listings. All listed, quite a lot, decent amount. So the final tally is as follows. So over the month period, the items that I restarted using the sell similar button, I sold 71. There you go, it's written there. There's the proof, there's the evidence, it's written there. Sell similar, and it might be back to front, I apologise. Sell similar, 71. 71 sales. I don't have the value, I didn't go that far with it. Now, of the items over the last month that I hit the relist button, and don't forget I reduced price as well on both, so that was constant. The items that I did relist on, and it's all random, you know, I did one day, I did relist, next day I did sell similar, it didn't matter what items were included in that. Relist, I sold 88 items. So, sell similar, 71 sales. Relist, 88. So, according to my experiment, relisting rather than sell similar is better. It's just better. I've sold more items. And I did it over my entire store. So I guess it's had a fair crack at it over a month. And both sides of that have had different items in there, different values, different prices. So there you go. That's my answer. Relist is better. I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm not going to do the daily ending of items so that everything gets ended on a monthly basis. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to push it up a little bit. So what I think I'm going to do from this point onwards, I'm going to, at 1 month old, I'm going to reduce the price a little bit, but keep things up. So I'm just going to bulk edit prices when an item gets to 1 month old. That way, anybody who's shown an interest in the item, anyone who's been watching it, will get a notification to say that there's a price change and get another chance to purchase it. And then I think when it gets to 2 months or 3 months, I haven't quite decided, 2 or 3 months, then I'm going to do the end and relist, not sell similar, because that's the one that seems to work, relist. Let me know what you think. What have you found to be the best way to do the ending of listings? Have you found it to be relist or sell similar? It's relist for me. There's the evidence. There's the evidence there. 71 sell similars and 88 for relist. I think I know the answer as to why relist was better. Okay, so if you're watching an item on eBay, sorry, I was actually going to end this video then, but I've just remembered this bit. If you're watching an item, like to purchase it on eBay, and the seller ends the item and then relists it using the relist button, you get notification. Sometimes you get an email to say this item's been relisted, you've got another chance to buy it. But also, if you look in your watched items list at things that have ended, it will be there and you'll be able to see that it's been relisted and have another look at it. And then you'll get the opportunity to see potentially that price has gone down a bit. So I think that is why relist has worked a little bit better than sell similar. Sell similar wipes the slate clean and starts it as a brand new listing. So I reckon just that little factor might have been the difference between these numbers. Anyway, take away from that what you will. It's just a little experiment. It's in no way scientific. So I hope you found it interesting. It took me the entire month to do it, but I'm glad I have, because I did wonder which would be better, and there's the answer. That's it. Drop us a comment, and we'll see you soon. Bye.